Hey there guys, it's Liz here, and in case you haven't heard, it is National Donut Day. So I figured what better day to come on and give you guys my top tips in how to satisfy your sweet cravings. And even if you're like a salty person, you can still take a lot away from this. But how, especially if you're somebody that has a sweet tooth, that you can satisfy these cravings without feeling like you're completely falling off the bandwagon, without feeling guilty about giving in. So what are some of the alternatives and why are you having these cravings to begin with? So guys, do me a favor, and as you're hopping on, let me know where you're watching from, and then do me a favor, if you guys are watching the replay, put hashtag replay. Hey Barbara, thanks for hopping on. Thanks for joining me. Happy Friday. Hey Sarah, thanks for hopping on. So guys, we're gonna talk about why you're having these cravings. Hey Tiff, thanks for joining. And then how you can combat them without feeling like you have to give in to that source. So I'm gonna go over that in a second. So guys, do me a favor, drop a 1 below if you have a sweet tooth, or if you ever did. Maybe you kind of learned to manage it now, but drop a 1 below if you have a sweet tooth, because I know that I do. Like, hence the trail mix videos that you guys see all the time. Drop a 1 below if you feel like you have a sweet tooth. But this includes, you know, ice cream. If you're a soda person, yes, Christina, I know you have a sweet tooth. We've talked about this before. You know, if you're somebody that maybe you crave like really sweet drinks from like when Dunkin' Donuts had like a Girl Scout cookie coffees. Maybe you're somebody that is like a Reese's fan, Hershey's fan. Some people go in phases. I know Barbara's a salty person. Tiff, you said sometimes you are. So guys, as you're hopping on, drop a 1 below if you have a sweet tooth. I know that I do, so I know I wanted to talk about this. So, you know, whether or not you have a sweet tooth or whether you have like a salty craving, maybe you're just like a huge chocolate person, the first thing I want to say is that if you don't already have it, I have a free combat cravings guide that tells you how to go through all of these steps that I'm going to talk about tonight, but we're specifically zoning in on the sweet tooth. So if you guys don't already have that, drop a 2 below and I'll make sure to get this to you afterwards. Hey Lacey, thanks for hopping on. So if you don't have the combat cravings guide, drop a 2 and I will send that to you afterwards. But guys, there are 3 main reasons why you have cravings: salty, sweet, whatever it is. So one of them is mineral deficiencies. Like maybe you're somebody that has heard that, oh, if I crave chocolate, I have like a magnesium deficiency. Or, you know, you'll hear if you crave this, you know, you're deficient in this. And you can hear it for almost every single mineral out there. Some of them I think are a little loony, but, you know, take what you feel like you can get from it. You know, number 2, guys, these aren't really going in any particular order, but number 2 is going to be like hormonal imbalances or fluctuations. So especially ladies, if it's your time of the month and your hormones are fluctuating, you're going to crave different things. If a woman's pregnant, you're going to crave different things. If you're going through stress and your hormones are off balance, you're going to crave different things, right? And then last but not least is your gut health. So most people don't realize that if you are somebody, now I have cravings, but if you're somebody that feels like no matter what, you can't really control your cravings, you have to look at your gut health. And one of the number 1 ways that you can do this is getting a good quality probiotic. I take ProBio, guys, drop a 3 below. If you take a probiotic, guys, many of the hormones that affect your cravings stem from your gut. If you are not getting a good quality probiotic, like I've talked about before, if you aren't doing that, you're really doing yourself a disservice. So those are the main 3 reasons. But now I want to tell you that depending on whether you crave soda, whether you're a juice person, whether you're an ice cream person, I'm going to give you guys the top things that are going to be the best alternatives for you, right? Awesome, awesome. Okay, so I see a lot of people dropping 3s. I'm really pumped about that. I'm glad you guys are on probiotics. Lacey, if you don't take anything, I'll message you afterwards and I'll tell you which ones you should look at. Yay, Sarah, you just ordered ProBio. Awesome, I'm so excited for you. If you guys didn't see the video of my husband talking about ProBio with me, well, he wasn't talking, he was belly dancing, drop a 4 below and I will make sure that I get that to you because you have to watch it. Like, I die every time I watch it. Anywho, so soda. Soda is going to be the first one I'm going to talk about because this is so passive, right? It's really empty calories. So if you're a Coke person, even a Diet Coke person or Diet Pepsi, whichever end you are, Fanta person, Sprite person, a lot of times, and I just talked about this with my ladies that are in my Biohacking Bombshell members group and in the F the Scale challenge, we were talking about soda specifically for people that are trying to reduce the calories in their alcoholic drinks, right? Like, so if you're getting like a 7 and 7, or if you're like a Captain and Coke type person, it's so easy to rack up these calories by having regular soda. So what are some good alternatives? Now, guys, there's many that are there. Yeah, Lacey, soda, yuck, I know. I can't even drink regular soda anymore, but I love Zevia. If you guys haven't heard of this, here, I'll put it up closer. This stuff is like probably the best like fake soda you can get. And I say fake, but it's made with stevia. So this isn't made with the aspartame. You know, it's not made with all these other artificial sweeteners, depending on whether you look at stevia as an artificial sweetener. Some people do, some people don't. But I, in my opinion, think that this is like the best quality one that you can have. I get this at my local grocery store. I get it at Giant. It's in the organic aisle. But guys, they have everything from Coke to ginger ale to grape soda to black cherry. I have my girls raving about this in our group, saying that this is probably the best alternative. But then you have like your sparkling waters, right? You got to be careful. A lot of them have fillers in them, so you need to be careful with that, like fake sugars. But this, honestly, it's a carbonated drink just like soda, and they taste pretty dang good. So if you're somebody that's also trying to cut down your calories on the weekend because you're craving sweet cocktails and whatnot, please, please, please try this as an alternative. So much better. Hey, Lauren, thanks for hopping on. All right, juice is the next one. A lot of times we look at juice and we're like, well, it's fruit, so it's good. Guys, it's not. It's not a bad thing to have it every once in a while. And is it better than having like, you know, 5 bags of Sour Patch Kids? Yeah, I guess so. But if we're looking at better alternatives than juice to satisfy sweet cravings, these are my top 2 favorites. I love Axio. Guys, drop a 5 below if you love Axio. I know a lot of people on here love it. They have caffeinated, decaffeinated, all different types of flavors. So I love doing that. And if I want something carbonated, I'll actually put this in seltzer water or club soda. And I mix this with my vodka as well, if you're looking for a little tidbit of how to cut down calories on your alcohol. But if I want something that's just like a little more mellow, if I want something warm, I'll have yogi tea. I put the detox tea here because it's probably one of my favorites. But when it comes to yogi, guys, they have everything. Who's tried a yogi before? Yogi teas are like my favorite because of the little messages on the on the little string at the end. Drop a 6 below if you drank a yogi tea. But the stress relieving one, they have ones with ginger. They have ones for honestly everything. Like they have green tea ones instead of getting Turkey Hill green tea. Guys, this is my top 2 favorite ones for a juice replacement. Now, this is probably the one that Lauren needs to see right now. And I know that she knows my replacements, but I'm going to pick on her because I love her. So, ice cream. Guys, I'm lactose intolerant and I'm still an ice cream fiend. Drop a 7 below if you love ice cream. So lactose intolerant, I try and stay away from dairy, but I love it, right? Like I do my best to do it, but it is, it's really difficult. And I'll be honest with you, I was that person that had, whether it was Ben & Jerry's or Blue Bunny or whatever it was in my freezer, I used to try and make myself feel better by not having ice cream, but I'd get one that was like peanut butter, chocolate swirl, whatever, and they had like the little peanut butter cups in it. And I'd go in and I would actually take little spoonfuls of just the peanut butter cups out, and I'd feel a little bit better about myself because I just had the peanut butter cups and not the ice cream part. And then Mike would go in there and find that I just left the ice cream, and that didn't really last very long. But yeah, Lacey, you say you're a cheese person as far as like dairy goes, but for people that are like really like ice cream people, Halo Top is awesome. If you guys haven't tried Halo Top before, please check it out. It does still have dairy in it, so just keep that in mind, but it is less, and you can have a whole pint for like 360 calories. Now, there are other alternatives out there, like good, healthy ice cream alternatives. Arctic Zero is one that's out there, but honestly, it doesn't taste too great. It doesn't have dairy in it either. That's another reason that it doesn't taste as great. But Blue Bunny now, they're starting to make full pint sizes that are 360 calories because they know that Halo Top is stealing their customers. So, oh my God, like they literally have like cinnamon roll, they have candy bar, they have chocolate covered banana, pancake and waffles. They have so many good flavors. Guys, this has saved a lot of my clients. If you're an ice cream person, you need to go try Halo Top, okay? And I have no like association to them. I'm just telling you, this will keep you from eating the whole pint of Ben & Jerry's. Okay, so now we're gonna go on to some of my other really difficult ones that I crave. Reese's are like my favorite candy. Guys, drop your favorite candy below and let me know, and I'll try and give you a good alternative for it. So Hershey's, M&M's, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, Reese's Pieces. Some of my best alternatives for these come from protein bars and protein shake combinations. So I want you guys to understand though that not all protein bars are the same, not all protein shakes are the same, but I found some really good ones that aren't gonna totally throw you off your plan, right? Tiff, you said, isn't it high in protein too? I don't know which, I know this is a little bit delayed. I'm not sure which thing you say is high in protein. If you just tell me which thing you're talking about, I'll let you know. Yeah, Lacey, Milky Way. Sarah, your peanut butter cups for sure. I know, you put them in the freezer and it's like, oh my God, love them. Okay, but anyway, if I'm trying not to have that, the RX bars are probably one of my favorite protein bars that are out there. I have a couple of them, but RX bars are probably my favorite. I know that, Barbara, you said Lara bars. I love the chocolate sea salt RX bar. Seriously, because I'm a salty sweet person at the same time. I'm like that weirdo that like dips pretzels and goldfish into like applesauce. Like that's what I used to do. That's how much I love salty and sweet stuff. So I love these. There's no fillers and they are dairy free because you're getting the protein from eggs, right? So these are a great alternative. If I'm trying to make a protein shake, I'll do like a scoop of my vanilla protein or like a peanut butter flavored protein. And then Physique Curb, I love adding that to it because it's chocolate flavor, right? So you're gonna have like cacao in it. And then you also have the Garcinia Cambogia, which is helping you to defeat cravings, suppress appetite, that type of thing. And then mix in like a tablespoon or two of your favorite nut butter. It can be peanut butter, almond butter, cashew butter, whatever you want. But this is probably like my biggest go-to when it comes to trying to suffice and get rid of my sweet cravings because I'm really a big chocolate person. And then I'll just add the protein in there. I'll tell you guys why this is really important in just a second. When it comes to baked goods, National Donut Day, right? So you have cookies, you have donuts, you have strudels, you have muffins, you have all these different things. So I didn't make a sheet for that one because I literally could have filled up the whole thing. However, when it comes to baked goods, guys, my best alternative for baked goods, yes, Christina, bone broth, I'll talk about that in a second. My best alternative for baked goods is the protein balls. If you guys have not already seen like 2 or 3 of my videos I've done on those, there are so many recipes, it's not even funny. You can literally be craving like a chocolate latte and make a protein ball that has chocolate protein powder and like coffee in it or like chocolate covered espresso beans. There are so many different ways that you can do it. So they're so adaptable, right? There's so many different recipes. So that is my biggest suggestion for people that are craving baked goods, craving donuts, that type of thing. So I wanted to kind of bring it to a close with this, okay? When you guys are trying to satisfy your sweet cravings, when you're trying to satisfy a craving for sugar, you cannot just incorporate things that only have sugar. And here's why. Here's why I would not suggest that. Now, I'm not saying no fruit, okay? So I want you guys to make sure you understand it. But the reason I say don't do just sugar and that you want to have fats and you want to have proteins as well is because if you are just consuming like 5 oranges, a glass of orange juice, a Coke, like whatever it is, if you're just having just sugar, your blood sugar level and your insulin level are going to spike and drop so quickly that you're not going to be satisfied for that long. Did you ever have a sweet craving and you're like, oh, I'm just going to have like one little piece of chocolate, or I'm just going to have like, I don't know, like one little bite of ice cream, and then you realize you're either like the wrapper's empty and you're done eating the whole chocolate bar, or you get to the bottom of the container when it comes to the ice cream and you're like, what the heck happened? Like it just happened so fast. Because if you don't give yourself like protein and fat to slow down the digestion rate of your sugars, it doesn't matter. Literally the craving's gonna start coming right back because your blood sugar is not stabilized, and so you're really working against yourself. So if you wanna have fruit, that's okay. Pair it with protein, pair it with fat. So have an apple with some peanut butter in it. Have half a banana or a banana inside your protein shake with a tablespoon of peanut butter. That type of thing. Let me know if this makes sense. Drop a 10 below. I don't even know what number I'm on. Drop a 10 below if you guys understand the concept behind this. This is really important, and it's going to help you not eat as much as you normally would. Yes, Tiff, I know you say you used to eat like that. Seriously, I'm telling you. And then last but not least, I think that this is probably one of the best examples of fat, protein, and sweetness combined. Guys, you wonder why I love my Simply Trail. You wonder why I love my trail mix, because I'm a sweet craving person, and the fact that I have some peanuts, but then I have almonds, I have a little bit of cherries, a little bit of raisins, and then, you know, some people call trail mix M&Ms with obstacles in it. this keeps me slowing down. If I put, you know, a quarter of a cup or whatever, sometimes I just grab a handful of it, whatever, or a couple handfuls, depending on whatever. So if I'm trying to satisfy my cravings, I'm not just going and getting, you know, handfuls of M&Ms. I'm having fat, I'm having protein to be able to slow down the digestion rate and slow down my tongue, okay? So guys, if you have any things that you feel like I didn't address on here, that you have cravings for sweetness and you're like, I don't really know the best alternative, drop them below. I will get back to you. I know, Lacey, I'm pretty sure you said funnel cake. I'll message you or comment back on here on that. So yeah, Tiff, whatever. I love my trail mix, right? All right, guys. So hope this helps you over the weekend. Remember, the weekend is 30% of the battle. Don't let your cravings get the best of you and satisfy them in a healthier way. So, love you guys.